Sometimes I wonder who I'm writing for. Is it for my left chest muscle that's always slightly more than slightly sore? I mean, it's a bleeping wonder it's still beating thunder and lightning stores scores of unsightly sores from my nightly wars. I feel like Nightwing fighting Thor, and I often marvel that more DC writers like me. More likely there's no more writers like me. Like Mia Moore might be enlightening the mic and lighting lightning when lightning strikes. But what's frightening is after the excitement spikes, it crashes. After I've left the mic in ashes and feeling like I just want to fight with Cassius. You just don't know how effective an ink and lead mask is. I mean, imagine you're in the masses conducting the marriage of this madness with your magic. You pray like a mantis as you lay on your mattress that your words burn like matches. Write matchsticks that match wits and matched with your match miss. I mean, mismatched thoughts we dispatch while we wish that folks don't diss that makes us want to get back, hit back, skip back to our old chapter, flip back like a backflip to a time when we crafted drafts in a draft class. Now, though we want our last drafts to burn like backdrafts, we hope that you can get past that. Sometimes it's a rope to get the past back to the only way we could cope is to hit and puff past that. But now that we're dope, we still hit the rough patch that makes the ground slope, so we hit the putt past that. But if you have enough balls, according to the tropes of movie scripts, we'll make the rough paths flat. But I don't play games. I've been stuck in enough sand traps that I know I get teed off when life isn't played the fair way. And whether I have a bad hair day or feel scared descending hell's stairway, God promises he's just a prayer away. And while most have one prayer away, I use two. So if you're not used to wordplay or hearing words pray, after the words spray, you may not even know what the words say. And believe me, I want you to hear me in the worst way. That's usually how they come near me, on the worst day, in the worst way. A light head with a heavy heart, turn white bread into heavy art that starts to exercise the sins and urge to binge and purge. I singe and merge bins of words that hinge on facts. In fact, they can make you cringe or clap as they help the slim dude trim the fat. I skim the vat so you can drink it whole. Some think my pen is inking gold and sprinkles. Sometimes I think I'm standing and staring at the brink of a sinkhole. Without blinking, it preys on my gaze, tries to sink hold. I'm seeing a shrink so I can deal with 10 times Cinco. Close to 50, no wrinkles, no ring though, I'm single. March to my own drumbeat, I'm Ringo. I speak guitar lingo, my fingers sing on the strings in order to recreate spring. But there is one thing though, sometimes I feel cursed. Now, I bet your reaction would be laughter at first. I mean, I haven't been snatched or was captured at birth. I'm a crafter of verse and find worth by searching chapter and verse. I've been betrayed and abandoned by my pastor, my church father. Now he calls me a bastard and worse. I feel like I've been bit by a raptor. It hurts. Sometimes I would pray for the rapture or hearse. Often feel like I'm a disaster from birth. Couldn't master my worst, and I know that the word says the master's at work, but sometimes it feels like the master has cursed me. I feel like the fig tree. Jesus came to me hungry and thirsty and went away from me angry and cursed me. Life hurts and it hurts me, and while that's the first thing on my mind, he works to search me so I'll find I'm not the worst thing, but worth things that can't be earned by working or concerned with purse strings. I was purchased from my perch for a purpose, to learn things, to learn him. When I discern him, I adjourn sin and affirm him, spurned sin and turned into a Christian. I'm not a Christian cause I push the Christian cause or recite the Christian laws. If you thought you knew what a Christian was, I'll tell you what a Christian be. With all my flaws, he gives forgiveness and lives in me. He's insistent he fits in me, fits in us, lock and load, no mixing or missing his mission or business. Let's rock and roll, no Sisyphus. So insistent on assisting us with this system that says sin isn't in us. Sin is in us, but sin isn't us. And sin isn't just baggage. It's a carry-on we're carrying until we're rotten and rotting like carrion. It's like marrying an infectious disease carrier, but don't let this barrier scare you. Stare through sin's bogus hocus pocus and focus on the one who woke us after he woke up. Live to soak up the words he spoke up. Strive to live life the way he spoke of. It will get hard. Don't get choked up. Grab your bat and choke up. Invoke the quotes he wrote up. He's the GOAT like 2-3 who seized me and gives me rest like he's Sealy. See, he knows that the path from sold out to sold out can have a rocky start, but keep fighting and you'll get Rocky's heart. And life is sly. Its rocky parts can make you and I scream like we ride a rocky road. But don't cry, Christ died and rose after he unrolled the rock so he could unlock the load that locked up your soul. Hopefully we can mature like the spiritual stock that we hold. But if your spiritual spark's a tad cold, stop and grab hold of Jesus, cause he just wants to give us the keys that frees us in his word that's like unfailing granite. He's the only cure for this ailing planet. He can save it better than that alien from the Daily Planet. He's been running things since the day he planned it, and he planned you as his plan A. And no matter what your plans be, make sure your plans see that all his plans are to make you God's light, not make you godlike. I bet God's like, I made them just like me, but I won't make them just like me. But I want them to have my psyche, so I'll give them my life, I'll give them my love, and I'll give them my writing. So if you're like me, you spend your life writing reams and fighting demons that delight in scheming. I better pray as they prey on me. Gotta stay on my J-O-B. Obey like I'm J-O-B. Run this race like a J-O-G. And even when life KOs me, I can still look at G-O-D and J-O-T. I only want to be with you, like Hootie and the Blowfish. Can't protest. I have to find beauty in the process, like when you see a cutie in a prom dress. I have a duty then to progress as I cling to his promise that he'll never be apart from me since he died for me. Now he'll always be a part of me, and he fights for me while giving me something to fight for. So, who do I write for? For whom do I take out my writing sword and write war? Write more till my writing source is writing sore, and my writing soars despite my handwriting sores. I'm writing scores of phrases that score the pages, not for my prosperity, but for my posterity. I write every clause because I want this cause to cause clarity for my future seed and future me. I suture ink to lines to show God is at work suturing inside to reveal you. When life conceals you, God rod and reels you. The sun he'll heal you, and the spirit seals you to show you the real you. I want you to know I feel you. Sometimes you may not feel you. You may not feel you are being heard, or worse. I know it hurts, but before you curse, first immerse your hurts into his verse. Search his word and you will learn that what you think is a curse or him breaking you is really him shaping you. If you feel your world shaking, it's not an earthquake. He's chasing you. If you feel lightning struck, he's not tasing you. He's facing you. He put his face in you. And while he doesn't put his faith in you, he saved you. He put his faith in you. His faith in you. All of life is a choice. Sin, faith, in you. Block out the noise and hear his voice. When sin is facing you, remember to keep sin's fate in view. Don't let sin bait you, sin hates you. But God lives to aid you. We can rest in his intercession. Remember, life gives you the test and then gives you the lesson. And I hope that you can see that class is always in session. If not, I'll be your glasses. I know what my task is. I'm not writing classics, I'm writing classes. And I'll pass them, I pray, every passing day till I'm passing away and writing my casket.